I hate how I start every single video like that. Today, I'm going to be telling you. I don't talk like that in real life. I don't do that. Why do I do that in videos? Hi friends, it's Jordan and welcome back to my channel. It is the time of year. It is February. The romance season is upon us. Whether you are in a relationship or not, the world will tell you the romance season is upon us. Pink hearts everywhere. With that, we also have another round of the Contemporary-A-Thon, which I'm so excited. I always participate in the Contemporary-A-Thon that they host around Valentine's Day. And this year, it is going to be held from February 10th to February 16th. It's hosted by Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads, Natasha from My Reading is Odd, and Julie from Pages and Pens. I have some books on here that I've been really excited to pick up and to get to, so I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and jump into my TBR. I'm sorry, my hair is really dirty. It just doesn't look good in the camera and it does not feel good to touch. So excuse me. I just have to like do something to it or I'm not gonna be able to ignore it. My sweet spot for readathons is like 4 books. That's like about the max that I can read in a week. I tried to hit all 7 challenges with 4 books. We'll see how I did. So the first challenge is to read a contemporary book with green on the cover. For this one, I chose The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, which is a book that I've been dying to get to for a while now. So I'm really excited to be able to pick this one up for the Contemporary-A-Thon. And if you couldn't tell, there's lots of green on the cover because trees. So the second challenge is to read a contemporary from a new to you author. For this challenge, I'm going to be reading A Princess in Theory by Alyssa Cole because I've never read anything by Alyssa Cole and I've always wanted to give this series a try, and this month is the perfect month for it. I will tell you in just a minute because if it's another challenge that is just ideal. I'm really excited to read this. I hear nothing but great things about Alyssa Cole's writing and about this series, and I'm ready for it. The third challenge is to read a diverse contemporary, keeping in mind that's Black History Month. So for this one, I'm doubling up with challenge number 2, and I'm going to be reading A Princess in Theory by Alyssa Cole, which is by a Black author and also happens to be the book club pick for House Salt Book Club this month. Yeah, I picked a romance book by a Black author on purpose because it's February and Black History Month. So we chose this book and it just happens to fit perfectly with the Contemporary-A-Thon challenges. Our live show for this book will be happening on February 29th, 1 p.m. Central Time, so 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I really hope that you all can join us. It'll be on Sam's channel from Thoughts on Tomes, and it's gonna be a fun time. We have some people in our group who are like die-hard romance readers who read a ton of romance, and then we have other people in our group who do not participate in the romance reading. I'm really excited for all of us to discuss this because we have a really wide range of people coming to the table, and I really hope that you read it with us too, and Contemporary-A-Thon is the perfect time to do that. Challenge number 4 is to read a backless contemporary, something that has been on your TBR for over a year. So for me personally, if it's a romance book, it doesn't really sit on my TBR for very long. I know that like Contemporary-A-Thon is not just for romance, but for me, my brain, it is. I want to read a romance. I'm pretty much going to read it the moment that I acquire it or that I want to read it, I will purchase it. I'm more likely to purchase a romance book than really anything else. I don't know why. So for this one, I'm also using The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker because this has probably been on my TBR the longest that I haven't read yet. I bought this book back in October, which is very unusual that I haven't read it yet, so now is the time. Number 5 is also to read a dark, hard-hitting contemporary. This one I struggled with because I don't have any like particularly dark, hard-hitting books that I'm aware of on my TBR. Like I'm going to use The Simple Wild again for this challenge. So mainly the week, my goal is to read The Simple Wild because I think that this one has to do with a girl who goes to Alaska to visit her terminally ill father and to a man that she hasn't seen in a really long time, and to kind of like fix their relationship before it's too late. And then obviously there's a romance that happens. But I have a feeling that because it is about a ill parent and it is about a daughter reconnecting with her lost father, that it will be quite hard-hitting and it will be quite not dark, but just emotional, which is what I'm kind of going for this time. Usually when I'm like dark contemporary, I'm like, ooh, where's the dirty smut? That's inappropriate. But this round, I think I'm gonna go with this. Just because I already have 4 books on my list and I don't think I can get to 5. Challenge number 6 is to read a book with an illustrated cover. For this one, I'm going to be reading Hate. Let me look it up. I think it's Hate to Lose You. Love Her or Lose Her. I was kind of close. This is the sequel to Fix Her Up, which I read last year and absolutely loved. Beautiful illustrated cover, just like Fix Her Up. And I'm so excited to read this one because it has to do with a married couple who have been together for like 10 years. The man is ex-military. They just don't like connect like they used to. I'm just excited to see how she does that relationship dynamic. Challenge 7. Read a contemporary that is beloved by a member of the book community and shout out that creator. I feel like every book that I read is a beloved book by someone in the book community that I've heard someone mention. I was like, I don't really know what I want to read. Because beloved sounds like something that should be a favorite. So I think, you know, I have a couple physical books to read. I have an audiobook, so I feel like I need an ebook, and so I went on my script and I looked at what I had saved, and I'm going to be reading The King of Bourbon Street by Thea de la Salle. Thea de Salle. I chose this book because Chelsea, who is one of the hosts, loves this book. I've heard her speak very highly of this series. I think it's called the Nola series. Nola Nights. I think it has a plus size main character, which is why she loves it so much. I absolutely have no idea what this book is about. I couldn't tell you anything other than there's a plus size main character that Chelsea loves and it's set in New Orleans and it's smutty. This is my final book for the week. That is it. That's my Contemporary-A-Thon TBR for round 6. I only have 1 physical book to show you, so here it is. Doesn't it look pretty? I would love to know if you guys plan to participate in Contemporary-A-Thon and if you're going to be reading A Princess in Theory with us for the month of February and coming to the live show at the end of the month. Please tell me in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will talk to you very soon. I almost knocked things over as I swung my arms violently. It's time for me to go. Bye!